The first dollar you make online is by far the most important that you'll ever make. For me, the moment when my first ever digital dollar was made was more valuable than the next $10,000 or $100,000 I made. Not because of the amount, obviously, but because of what it meant to me. Making that first dollar online was all the proof that I needed that if I could do it once, then I could do it over and over again. That first dollar was the entire reason I even stuck with this online business thing, where now I'm able to travel and take trips with my family. I'm able to work from wherever I want. I don't have to sit in traffic each day or work out of a cubicle. And it's enabled me to do even more fun stuff for the people that I love. Now, in the last 2 years, I've helped more than 6,000 people make their first dollar online. And that's just from what I can actually track. So in this video, I want to share with you the story of how I made my first dollar myself. I'll share with you the method that's helped me and over 6,000 people from every background and skill set imaginable make their first dollar online. And I'll show you what to do after you make your first dollar to keep the momentum and scale to thousands and maybe even millions of dollars online. But the reason that the first dollar is so important is because, at least for me, and this may not be the case for you, but I wasn't sure if success online was even possible. I was so skeptical, and I thought that most of the advice out there was just out there to try and get me to buy a course. That said, despite being so skeptical, around June of 2019, I set out and started my first ever business. I decided to launch a dropshipping store that sold a bunch of different types of products. The first product I tried selling was these shoe covers. So people would just slip them on over their shoes, and it was supposed to protect them from water or mud or anything that gets on them. They were only around $1 or $2, and I tried to sell them for $5 to $10. This business miserably failed. I didn't sell a single unit, and it's no wonder why, because this product sucks. So my second brilliant idea was to try and sell this nano tape. This is a super sticky special tape that is basically water resistant and can stick to pretty much any surfaces. So if it gets dirty, you can just rinse it off and reuse it. It's actually a pretty cool product, and it sells for around $1. So I was trying to sell it for, again, $5 to $10, but this product also miserably failed because I didn't know how to market it. I tried store after store with a bunch of other products like these pet beds. I actually didn't think this product was too bad, but I could never get it to sell. And I even tried selling a bunch of other random types of products like some backpacks I saw on AliExpress. I thought since they had sold a lot of times that I might be able to make some sales with them as well. Now, this entire time while I'm trying to get these products to sell, I'm losing money from hosting the website, buying sample products, and running ads. Now, during the time I was trying to launch all of these dropshipping stores, I was working at a restaurant called Noodles & Company, and I'd been there for around 4 to 5 years. And I did have a bit of savings, but due to all of these failures, I had burned through almost everything that I had saved up. Right after I launched my final store, which was trying to sell a bunch of different backpacks, I remember laying on my bed with the Facebook Ads Manager pulled up on my phone. And I really didn't have much experience running paid ads, but I just remember sitting there watching the $80 budget that I had set for sale completely vanish out of the account in around 15 to 20 minutes. It was all gone. And that was the moment I called it. In that moment, I remember thinking that there's no way that this could possibly work, that I was right the entire time, that online business, making money from selling products online, and dropshipping was all a scam. I was also in between jobs at this point because I was fed up and quit the restaurant. And I really couldn't get a better job. I didn't have any experience and I never went to college. And so I was left pretty much getting the exact same type of job that I had before, just starting over from scratch. And whenever I did find a new job, it would be the exact same story of bad hours, low pay, and people that I really didn't want to work with. And on top of that, I had just spent 4 to 5 months trying to make dropshipping work, spending my last few $100s that I had to my name, and I hadn't made a single dollar back from it, not even one sale. But I was also really desperate at the time because I couldn't find a better job. So despite all my failures, I decided that I would give it just one last try because I really didn't have anything going for me. So I felt like I didn't have anything to lose. This time, I just had to figure out how to sell products on a budget. So I threw together one last shop that sold this clear milk carton water bottle. At the time, I think that this product was selling a little better. Maybe I saw it on Facebook or TikTok at the time. And instead of running Facebook ads, I decided to buy a paid promo post on an Instagram theme page for about $50. And then I just let it sit. Now, the same day that ad went live, I had gotten hired at the Starbucks right next door to me. And so I was sitting in the back office watching all of their training and onboarding videos, learning how to make the Americano coffee. Now, admittedly, I wasn't really paying attention, but my phone was sitting on the desk right in front of me. And out of nowhere, I got the Shopify cha-ching notification that I had made my first ever sale. Now, it was in that moment where I really felt more successful than I had ever been because I had sold my first product online. What I learned was that it was actually possible for some kid out in the middle of nowhere, Colorado, to sell products online. Now, some people think it's really silly because it's literally just some water bottle that I sold online. But for me, it was the first time where all of these moving pieces seemed like they could actually fit together. I was able to see how this whole online business thing could work. And these days, it's even easier because in 2025, people are spending 7 or more hours on a screen every single day, which is basically just a modern billboard. I'm not exactly sure why, but that first sale really did change my belief around online business. And it showed me that if I could sell one item, then I could sell a lot more. The problem was that I hadn't made a profit and I wasn't selling a product that people actually wanted or needed. All of the products that I was listing for sale were just random items that I found online. And although some of them were selling, they weren't really what customers actually wanted. And that's why I had such a hard time selling them. A lot of the online business advice is to sell a product that solves a problem or has an emotional connection to the buyer. But if you've never sold anything online before, you don't know what that looks like. You don't know what problems people have or what products evoke emotions. This is exactly why it took me so long to make my first ever dollar and why I lost so much money in the process. Because at this point, I knew it was possible. It was like the first 2 puzzle pieces connected. And I wish that it only went up from there, but it actually took me another 2 to 3 months before I made my first sale that made a profit. And the reason that I'm telling you all this is because I want to help you avoid the 7 to 8 months of all of those failures getting your first sale and actually making a profit with your product online. And ultimately, I never would have actually made a profit if I hadn't switched the business model. I was selling products that in hindsight were never going to sell because customers didn't actually want them. So even if I did make sales, it wasn't going to be enough to cover the ad spend. A few months after I sold that water bottle from the Instagram ad, I started creating digital downloads for real estate agents. These were just buyer and seller guides, teaching people how the home buying or selling process worked. And I was planning on using these guides to help me start my own real estate business. But after I made a few of these resources, I figured why not list them for sale on a platform like Etsy, where a bunch of similar products were already selling. So I paid the 20 cents and posted it for sale and forgot about it for around 5 days until out of nowhere, someone bought it. This was the first time I made a profit online selling something that I had made. So I did what any logical person would do and immediately went and created several new variations of the same product. And over the next few weeks, I started to see more and more sales come in. I had created a product that sold itself. The key this time was I was listing products for sale in a niche where customers were already actively buying them. And on top of that, I was listing them for sale on Etsy, which is a bit of a unique marketplace because you can list your products for around 20 cents each, but they drive millions of shoppers to their site each day to buy products just like the ones I was posting for sale. It really wasn't that my product evoked an emotion, and sure, maybe it did solve a little bit of a problem, but more importantly than that, it taught me that I needed to sell products to customers that were looking for those products. Since Etsy has public sales data, I was able to see which items on Etsy were selling best, and I'd use those ideas for inspiration for my own products. People buy products based on the value that they're going to receive from it. And if you've never sold anything online, you don't really know what value is. That's why it's super helpful to look at products that are already selling well so that you can understand what customers find value in so that you can create the same. As I listed more and more products for sale, all digital downloads for real estate agents, I learned that the more products I posted, the more money I would make. You can either add a lot of value to one single product or a little value to lots of products. And that's what worked for me. Now, maybe you are a beginner looking for the best business to start. And when you're looking online, you get a ton of resources and you're constantly told, this is the best business to start. Start this one. But the reason that I genuinely think Etsy is one of the best places to start your business online is because it removes a lot of those obstacles that you'll face starting out as a beginner. On Etsy, you're able to study what's already selling and then iterate off of it to create your own products. And when you do that correctly, you don't have to eviscerate your life savings on Facebook ads like I did. Making your first dollar online is easy when you understand catalog size to quality. Your catalog is the sum of all your products. So you can either have something that a lot of people want to buy, or you can make lots of things that some people want to buy. So the way that you make your first dollar online is just like making a YouTube video that people actually want to watch. It's when you're able to offer food to a hungry crowd or sell water on a hot day. Now, I don't want to call any of these creators out because that's not the point here, but you can see that almost all of these videos are a very similar concept to one another with very similar thumbnails and titles. And they've all performed very well, gaining hundreds of thousands of views each. And that's because they're studying what's worked for one another and implementing it in their own way for their own channel. This is exactly how newcomers become successful in a crowded marketplace. You study products and things that are in demand, and you provide more supply for that demand. This is exactly how I was able to make my first dollar online with a profit. It might seem incredibly simple from the outside, but that realization is what turned my entire business around and allowed me to scale it to the point where now it's done multiple millions of dollars. If you implement these ideas and you're able to make your first couple dollars online, I have no doubt that if you stick with these things longer, it'll actually help you get to the point where you make the real life-changing money. The problem with the digital downloads I was selling was that I was only making a few dollars, and I was still left with the problem of needing to make a lot more money. Remember, you can either create one super valuable thing to sell, or you can create lots of slightly lower value things to sell. I discovered from selling my products on Etsy that for beginners, it's a lot easier to create lots of little products to sell because they're much easier to create. It also removes all of the pressure from having to create one single best-selling product, which is very difficult to do as it is. It's like trying to make every single video you post on YouTube a million view video. It's much easier to just be consistent and post regular videos over time, which still grows the business in the same way. In the shops I was running, I would consistently post products for sale. You can see how this works. You can see why this works so well for yourself. Again, I'll use Etsy for this example since that's where I got started selling. But you can see from this database of Etsy shops that the ones making the most amount of money every single month are also the shops that have the most amount of listings for sale in their catalog. They've built up these really large catalogs of products where each one might not be a super high ticket item, but since they all might sell regularly, it compounds over time and makes them a great monthly income. Seeing this is what helped me know to do the exact same thing in my own shop. I would find a new shop that's selling the exact same type of product that I was selling, for example, t-shirts. I would then study that shop and see which listings they had posted for sale that were selling the best. And literally just being consistent with this over time, repeating the same process that I used to make my first profitable dollar, I was able to scale to $10,000 a month and my first 6 figures within 8 months of actually doing this business. And coming from someone where it took over 5 months for me to make my first ever sale to begin with, it's obvious that this was the correct change in strategy. If you're looking at this and wondering how to replicate it for yourself, whether or not you want to dropship or sell digital products or print on demand products on Etsy like I've done myself, hopefully what you can take away from this video is that first, you have to believe in yourself and you have to believe that it does actually work. Second is you can either try and create one best-selling product, or you can create lots of lower value products that sell consistently to more people over time. And finally, you have to study what products are already selling so that you can provide more supply where there is already demand. That is how you make your first dollar and then maintain the momentum to make even more.